Hey, you know where you're at? We're at Wisdom Synergy. I'm your host, the Grim One. What's happening? Today we are resonating rebellion. How heavy metal and sound shift your energy. And you know it does. So, you know what's wild, y'all? When I recorded my first episode, I was nervous, distracted, all over the place. And yet my message still came through somehow. Pretty cool. That got me thinking, what if energy works the same way, man? What if music and sound frequencies and even raw heavy metal riffs and shape your mindset, bruh? Even when you don't realize it. For real. So yeah, if energy works the same way, why wouldn't music and sound frequencies and even a heavy metal riff, it can shape your mindset, man? You don't even realize it. You're saying, oh, it's a bunch of shit, bunch of crap, bunch of noise, whatever. It's not, bro. It's more than that. Music's power to transform your little mood. I remember coming home from school, all bummed out, had a shitty day at school and stuff, and in a shitty mood, and I'd come home, and I'd put Faith No More Digging the Grave on real loud, man, cranking it up. Been moshing all over the living room and shit. Cranked it up on my big Fisher stereo system with the tape deck, the record player, the receiver, the equalizer, the speakers. You know what I mean? It was dope, man. Back in the day, I had that thing cranked to the max. And we lived in a trailer, man. That shit was rocking. And you know what they say? When that trailer's a rocking, you don't come a knocking. You know what I'm saying? Man, shit. But anyway, point is it changed my day, changed my mood, man. Made me feel better. Made me forget all about the shitty day I was having. Completely. You know? I was just happy to be home and jamming my jams, and I thought that was it. There's more to it. You know? Like I said, music's power to transform your mood. Man, it's awesome. So this is what we're diving into today, is how music does more than just entertain. It shapes energy, breaks barriers, and even fights against the programming in your head. Yeah, the programming, man. That's where they got you. Might as well have you by the balls. They got you right here in your fucking head, man. So let's see here. And, oh yeah, we're setting the stage for my very first guest on Wisdom Synergy. His name is Mark Romero. He uses music to heal and shift energy. Really far out stuff, man. So I'm really excited about having him on here. I can't wait. I'm nervous, but hopefully all goes well. Wish me luck. Hope you guys tune in for it, because this should be pretty cool. He's a really cool dude. So I'm excited. So the science and hidden frequencies. Okay, let's check this out. In the 1950s, it was in 1953, I think it was 1950s. There was like this programming theory, okay, and I'm on board with this theory actually. So the global standard for tuning music shifted, okay, to 440 hertz, replacing older frequencies like 432 hertz. Okay, some believe this wasn't just for consistency; it was about control. And it's just my opinion, but I believe that too. They say 440 hertz, it makes people more agitated, more stressed, and easier to influence. While the 432 hertz, clarity, relaxation, and a natural resonance. Okay? So the 432 hertz was clarity, relaxation, and a natural resonance, which is what you want, is what you're trying to hide from. So, you don't want to mess around on that stuff there too much. Let me check this message here, because it ain't going to stop probably if I don't. But anyway, so it has 432 hertz, clarity, relaxation, and natural resonance, okay? Is what you want. Now, the 440 hertz, it makes people more agitated, and easier to control, and things like that. So it's part of the programming, you know what I mean? It's my opinion, but if you look into it, it's sus as hell, bro. It really is. It's crazy. So, how music frequencies affect our emotion, man. You know, music is a vibration, it's a frequency, and different frequencies trigger different emotional states. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever notice when you put on like a certain song, immediately you calm down, while others pump you up, man? And it's not just the lyrics though; it's the sound itself. You know what I'm saying? It's a little more than just the lyrics. It's the sound, man. It's the vibrations, man. It's the fucking frequencies, man. It's all that really gnarly stuff, man. Like, it's really, really cool. And like, what we do here on Wisdom Synergy is try to, reveal these hidden human capabilities and what we have in us. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of them things, man. Like, frequencies is a part of this. Definitely. Vibrations, all that really gnarly stuff, man. But you notice how, like, sometimes when you put on a certain song, you immediately, it does something to you. Sometimes it calms down. Other ones pump you up. Like that Faith No More song, I came home from school, man. That changed my whole day, bro. Like, I was in it. You know what I mean? Couple bands, man. Megadeth too, man. Another one of my favorites. We'll get into some of that though. So listen, heavy metal. Okay, listen. Heavy metal is like the counter force. Okay, if mainstream music was designed to shape perception, then heavy metal was built to break it. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about that. A little inappropriate and unnecessary, but anyway, I'm excited. It was built to break it, man. It's raw, unfiltered, it's rebellious. Everything the system doesn't want you to feel and act upon. Like, you start questioning the authority or exercising your rights and shit, man. They don't like that shit too much, man. They'll try to fuck shit up quick. You know what I mean? They'll do shit. Faith No More, Megadeth, man. Personal connection with these guys, man. Yo, I'm a big Megadeth fan, dude. Love me some Megadeth, bro. They've been saying, yo, hey. Anyway, Megadeth, man, you're the shit, bro. So listen, that heavy aggressive energy, it pulls you out of that funk. At least it does for me anyway, in my opinion, whether you're ready or not. You know what I'm saying? Lyrics like, it's digging a hole, it's digging a grave. It's about breaking through, pushing past the weight and finding that raw emotion. Megadeth's rebellion, like in Hidden Histories, Megadeth has always been about breaking free, questioning authority, and exposing corruption. You know what I mean? And I'm down with that shit, man. Songs like Peace Sells, one of my favorites, Holy Wars, The Punishment Due, and Rust in Peace, man. Come on, dive into governmental control, deception, and the dangers of blind obedience. Like fucking monkeys, man. Like, or whatever the trained fucking, what the fuck they train anybody? Like, I don't know, anything, yo. We're a bunch of fucking zombies or whatever the faggot or whoops, whatever the fuck you want to say. So, Dave Mustaine's songwriting isn't just fast riffs, yo. It's a warning, a lesson, and a challenge to think for yourself, which definitely is. You know what I'm saying? Bands that rebel against the system, artists who defy the mainstream programming. Megadeth is definitely one of them, with political corruption, the media manipulation. You know what I'm saying? Rage Against the Machine was another big one, government control, the systematic oppression. You know what I'm saying? System of a Down, questioning propaganda and historical cover-ups. You know what I mean? Dead Kennedys, punk-driven resistance. Fucking Nazi punks, fuck off. You know what I mean, man? Yeah, hell yeah. Pink Floyd, psychological manipulation and societal brainwashing, man. Part of that fucking programming. Welcome to the Machine. Another brick in the wall. Another zombie monkey running around here, fucking grabbing his balls. Whatever the fuck. Black Sabbath, man. War Lies, moral decay. War Pigs and Children of the Grave, man. You guys know what I'm talking about. So bands that tune their music differently to break free, I would say would be like Tool. Definitely with unconventional time signatures and hypnotic rhythms, for sure. Meshuggah, yep. Polyrhythms and microtonal riffs. Microtonal shifts to break traditional sound structures. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're all over that. Black Sabbath, once again, tuned down for a heavier, more primal resonance. Okay, which I dig. the Electric Wizard. You guys know Electric Wizard, right? Uses droning, detuned guitars to create raw distortion. You know, I'm into that stuff right there. Deep drone frequencies, music that's more felt than heard, if you know what I mean. And Jimi Hendrix, man, tuned half step down for like fluidity and warmth, you know. And like, I'll tell you a personal story here. Is like me learning to play guitar has taught me more than anybody else could have, you know, told me, showed me, or you know, taught me or whatever. Like the guitar has taught me more about life than anything else could have showed me. I felt everything. I had to feel everything. I had to, you know, how do I explain this? Learning to play guitar taught me a lot. It about life and everything, but it was all through feeling and vibration. You know, every second of it, every pain second, you know, every enjoyable moment, every up and down throughout it, has really, really, it's taught me more about life than anybody can tell me or showed me or whatever. You know what I mean? You know why? Because it was on a personal level for me. You know what I mean? Like and this is my opinion, you know, when you learn on a personal level, man, shit gets, it sticks. You know what I'm saying? It's, you soak it in a lot better. You know what I mean, man? Like you know, it's when you learn stuff on a personal level, man, it has a real effect. You know what I'm saying, man? For sure. You know, so so me playing the guitar, it was all through feeling and through that vibration, man. You know, like, and it's an inanimate object, but it's taught me more about life than anything else could have ever showed me. You know what I mean? So, like, check this out: esoteric music theories and sound healing. Okay, which my man Mark Romero, you know, he's into the sound healing and stuff. He plays guitar himself. I'm excited to have him here in a few days. So, ancient mysticism and sound. Some ancient traditions believed music was more than just entertainment. It was a sacred knowledge, okay? Definitely. Music's. French esoteric thinkers explored how sound could be used for spiritual awakening and transformation. Because I know, like, when I can get in my zone playing guitar, I can, like, close my eyes and zone out. Like, that's the best, like, form of meditation I can get right now. And at this point in my life, you know, it's just that little escape that I can get for however long, you know, sometimes a half an hour or whatever, to, like, close my eyes and rocking out and just getting into it and, like, being in that zone. Like, you don't think about of course, I guess you're thinking about what you're doing, but you're not thinking about. It's hard to explain. You know, hopefully Mark Romero can help us break this down for you a little bit better. Check this out. So I got some more stuff for you guys. Music flows, mathematical patterns, like the Fibonacci sequence. You know what I'm saying? Creating a natural flow aligned with the universe. So if you're in like Earth's frequencies, you know what I mean, you're going to be more aligned and more, you know, probably peaceful and in tune with yourself, you know, and your energy and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Which is awesome. Which everybody, I think, could benefit from that for sure. You know, it's my opinion and my belief that you could absolutely 100% benefit from what this guy does. Anybody, all of us, yeah. So I'm having him on not just to talk to him, but you know, but for me, man. Like I want help, man. Like if he can break it down for me in a way. Why wouldn't I want to talk to that guy, man? He sounds awesome, and he sounds super cool, and I'm super stoked. Mark Romero, I'm excited for you to be on my show. Yeah. So, sound healing and the wisdom synergy connection is, and this is why Mark Romero's work in sound healing is so important. It taps into these ancient ideas. This is my point, you know? Music can do more than just shift energy. It can heal us, you know? Unlock potential and break through subconscious barriers, which is so gnarly, man. I mean, it's so cool, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we all suffer from like mental problems, I think, you know what I mean? And like, I know I do. You know, anyway, boy, oh boy, myself. Here we go. So music does more than shift energy. It can heal and unlock human potential, and break through the subconscious barriers, which I think is really, really cool stuff. So finding your own frequency and setting up, everything comes back to belief. Like, just like I learned through guitar, everything comes back to belief. Whether it's believing in your voice or your ability to play or the power to break free from the programming. You know what I'm saying? Heavy metal sound, frequencies, rebellion, it's all connected. It's all connected. Listeners, think about the songs that shift your energy, okay? What tracks are they? Which songs flip the switch for you guys? And you have any in mind? Drop me a comment and message me, man. I want to hear the music that moves you guys. Like I said, like Megadeth again, man. I'm gonna give them another shout out. I was born in 1982. Okay, these guys were making albums back in, early 80s, man. I was a baby still. Man, I can still put on that shit, dude, and fucking get pumped and just like totally stoked about listening to it. And I've been listening to it pretty much the majority of all my life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to still be able to put that on and feel that way every single time. Thank you, Dave Mustaine, for that. Thank you, Megadeth. Anybody, everybody that helped make that happen. Pretty fucking awesome stuff, man. I'll tell you, pretty cool stuff, man. I am just amazed by you guys. I think you guys are awesome. I love Megadeth. I think you guys are awesome. If I loved them anymore, I'd have to be gay. But you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, moving on. So next episode, I'm going to sit down with Mark Romero, who is he's going to dive into sound healing, vibrational frequencies, and how music can literally change our lives. Okay, so I'm really excited. If today's episode got you thinking, trust me, you don't want to miss what we got coming next. Okay, it's only going to get better. You know what I'm saying? So I just got, like, I started this whole podcast on intuition and stuff, and like, I feel like it's going okay, but it's getting kind of boring. So like, I gotta like represent my shit, you know what I mean? And like, I love heavy metal and stuff, man. So I'm tying it into the wisdom synergy thing, you know what I'm saying? And you guys said you wanted to see more of me, so I don't know why, but it's embarrassing to me. But and I'm really nervous, if you can't tell, I don't know what I'm doing, so. If you guys got any tips for me too, man, comment below, man. If you can help me or like help me make this better, I'm open to all kinds of suggestions, man, tips or whatever. I'm really looking for some help, and I know there's a lot of people out there that could help make this be amazing. If anybody wants to collaborate, be on the podcast, even just let me know, man. I'll make it happen. It's my podcast. I can do whatever I want. If you want on it and I want you on it, I'll put you on it. You're on it. Anybody. I mean it. So share it with all your friends and stuff, man. I really, really appreciate that. So we're going to break out. This is my breakout episode, okay? This is the one that brings my real voice to the front, and it's setting up wisdom synergy, man, for what it truly is. And, and I'm trying to get my audience stoked and ready for Mark Romero, and I'm ready to rock the next episode. So if you guys are into it, man, and if you can handle all the freshness, you know what I mean? Buckle up, because wisdom synergy's coming through. Choo choo! Watch out, Big Daddy. Thought you knew. Coming out, bro. Represent my. Oh God, here he goes again, getting way silly. Hey, thanks again, guys. Till next time. Be awesome and be yourself and believe in yourself and even realize your self-worth, man. And let's break free from the programming, okay? You guys with me? Thanks for putting up with me. Love you guys. See ya.